Organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up this morning on Daily Iowan TV, students on the Ohio State campus remain in fear after yesterday's attack. And later, the Iowa Memorial Union is bringing in students, but not just for studying.
One Iowa football player that not only made a big impact in Friday's game against Nebraska, but also set a pretty impressive record for himself.
But football isn't the only Hawkeye sport that's been dominating lately. Find out more later.
Coming to you all the way from Kinnick to the Old Capitol, Daily Iowan TV starts now. Good morning and thank you for joining us this Tuesday morning. I'm Andrew Roberts. A tragic start to the week for one of our very own Big Ten schools. Ohio State University in Columbus, Ohio was threatened late yesterday morning after an Ohio student had hit several students with his car and then took out a butcher's knife and continued to cut people. Abdul Razak Ali Artan was a student from Somalia who posted to Facebook saying that he was, quote, sick and tired of seeing fellow Muslims being killed and tortured. The university tweeted out this tweet shortly after the attacks had occurred. It warns students of a shooter on campus and to run, hide, and fight. Many universities sympathize with OSU, even here in the Hawkeye State. University of Iowa officials tweeted out, "You're in our thoughts and our hearts today." Artan's attack lasted under 2 minutes thanks to officials' quick response. Artan was shot and killed by police. His actions have put 11 people in the hospital. Following the 2008 floods in Iowa City, the Iowa Flood Center has been working to create an updated floodplain map. According to officials at the Flood Center, the maps in place in 2008 were extremely outdated. Following the disaster, the U.S. government awarded the state of Iowa $15 million in order to map all counties. The work with the grant began 6.5 years ago, and they expect to complete the mapping by the end of this year. Out of the 99 counties in Iowa, 85 will have detailed floodplain maps. The other 14 counties will be mapped by the U.S. Corps of Engineers. One of the biggest changes with the new system is the floodplain maps will be accessible online. For more information and to access maps for your area, visit iowa.gov. Some longtime university residents are getting a much-needed change of scenery. The University Natural History Museum is revamping its efforts to fund a full exhibit for its pair of lions. Harry and Josephine have spent decades as unfinished exhibits. However, thanks to crowdfunding app Gold Rush, the museum may finally change that.
What we've had access to in the past is some different kinds of funding sources, including some private donations, sometimes some grants, sometimes some state money. But what this does is allow us to connect directly to the community and connect directly to visitors who we know are interested in the story of the lions.
For a full list of other exhibits and more information about the museum, head over to mnh.uiowa.edu. Well, parkas, gloves, and hats were in full force this morning on my walk on the way to work. It seems like everyone's preparing for the cold, and it is here to stay. For a full forecast, we've got Ryan Scott standing by in our weather studio. Ryan?
Thanks, Andrew. You are very right. It's going to be a very cold week with temperatures around the mid to low 40s the whole week. This afternoon in particular, we'll see highs around the low 50s with sunny skies. Our evening will cool down to the low 40s with clear skies. And Wednesday morning will kick things off with temperatures in the low 30s with mostly cloudy skies. So be sure to bundle up out there. It's going to be cold. Now let's take a look at our 6-day forecast. It's looking like a dreary week with cloudy skies dominating our week. Wednesday we'll see highs in the low 40s with cloudy skies. Thursday we'll see highs in the low 40s again also with cloudy skies. Friday our afternoon high will drop into the high 30s again with cloudy skies. Saturday, highs in the low 40s with only partly cloudy skies, so a bit of a change up there. And we'll start the week with temperatures in the low 40s with mostly cloudy skies that will begin to clear up come Monday. Now this is actually considered pretty warm for this time of year compared to last year. In 2015, on today's date, the highest temperature on average was 33 degrees. That's all we've got here in the weather studio. Andrew, back to you.
Thanks, Ryan. Trader Joe's is coming to Coralville. The grocery store chain announced plans Monday to open a Coralville location late next year. The store will be located at 950 Ring Road in Coralville's Iowa River Landing. This will be the second retailer location in Iowa City. City officials are hoping that the new store will attract shoppers from eastern Iowa and western Illinois, as well as bring other well-known retailers to the area. All across the University of Iowa campus, there are countless things to distract and intrigue a wide variety of students. But one spot on campus has a special hidden gem that is right under some students' noses. Daily Iowan TV reporter Tanner Lefevre has more.
The Iowa Memorial Union serves as a central hub for university activities, as well as a common place of study for UI students. But within its walls sits a display of creativity and expression that anyone will be wise to enjoy. Its Black Box Theater is home this fall to the Clay Revisited Traditions in Shards exhibit. Run by University of Iowa Curator of Education Dale Fisher, the display offers patrons the chance to take their own meanings from a variety of beautiful artwork.
There's a big range of things in here that were meant to provide people with different life experience, different levels of entry into looking at things.
For a building normally bustling with a variety of activities and student interactions, art exhibits like this one offer an opportunity to escape into a unique and introspective setting. If you do decide to come in and take a look, a close look, a really close look, you're bound to find something that piques your interest, even if it takes you a minute or two to sit down and figure out exactly why it does so. Every piece won't be for everyone, and not everyone will even find the exhibit entrance without a map of the IMU.
Yeah, we're off of the beaten path up here on the third floor.
But if you do make it out to take in the experience, there's no shortage of gorgeous artistry coming in all shapes, sizes, and styles for you to enjoy. Tanner Lefevre, Daily Iowan TV.
Yesterday morning, Iowa City was greeted by an alumni not only of the UI, but the NFL as well. Retired pro football player Bill Windauer visited the Iowa City Senior Center for a public speaking event where he talked about the recently concluded college football regular season. After regaling the crowd with his own experiences in his career, Windauer gave his own thoughts on the current Hawkeyes and their 2016 season run.
You look at a season that looks a little bit iffy in the beginning, and you can see right away it's a lot of times the injuries that are happening, and everybody comes down on the head coach and the players and what's going on, and you guys are terrible and everything, and it's all sort of a luck of the draw. Who can stay healthy? Who can protect the quarterback? Do you have receivers that can catch the ball?
Always great to see some Hawkeye standouts make it back to Iowa City, and hopefully Windauer's visit will continue to build on our team's confidence heading into after the game that we saw this past Saturday. For more on the football team and everything that's going on with Hawkeye sports, we've got John Leo and Taylor Van Fleet, standing by in the sports studio. Guys.
Yeah, that's right. Well, the Hawkeyes really pieced together a few wins here at the end of the season, so hopefully that really improves their bowl lookout.
Yeah, that second half of the season was huge for the Hawks. It'll be really interesting to see where they end up.
That's right. Well, as the Hawkeyes got to celebrate Senior Day on Friday with their third win in a row, one senior got a little something extra to celebrate about during their last game inside of Kinnick Stadium. Mary Kate Harrion has more.
2011 was the last time a Hawkeye football player rushed for over 1,000 yards in one season. That has now changed as a senior and one of their top offensive players will now be remembered in Hawkeye football history for years to come.
Certainly his story, he's had to fight injuries on and off, that type of thing. Nobody's got a better attitude than him. I mean, he's been so easy to coach for 4 years. And this year, clearly, he's played his best football.
It's awesome, especially LaShawn, his last game. I think we put him over 1,000 today, didn't we? Yep. Total. And, that's awesome. He got him a couple touchdowns. You want to do it for those backs because they're good backs. And LaShawn's a class act person. It's his last game in Kinnick. And, we wanted to send him out on a high note.
I mean, I think it's a testament to him. He's a great back, and he's been really productive for us, and you know, he certainly makes our jobs easier.
I mean, obviously, you know, reaching 1,000 yards is a big deal, especially as a running back in the Big Ten. I mean, not many people, you know, reach that mark. I mean, especially here, we haven't had somebody do it since 2011. And I mean, I think it's just been big for the team. I mean, I can't thank the offensive linemen, you know, my fullbacks and tight ends, you know, everybody that's out there enough for going out there and, you know, giving their all just to, you know, block for me, so I can get yards. And even though they might not get all the glory and stuff, I mean, I can't thank them enough. They've been doing an excellent job all year.
Not only did LaShawn Daniels Jr. get to celebrate his accomplishment with his family on Senior Day, but Daniels' younger brother, James Daniels, who's the starting center for the Hawkeyes, got to assist and watch his brother make history during his final home game.
I mean, it's definitely, you know, something that we can share with each other, you know, for the rest of our lives. I mean, it's something that, you know, that my family's really been enjoying over the entire year. And, you know, him and the entire offensive line, they've been doing an excellent job the entire year. But, you know, to be out there with my brother, you know, person who's basically been my best friend, you know, ever since we've been little, you know, it's something that you can't describe.
As bowl games will be announced on Sunday, we will find out what the final game for the seniors will be as Iowa Hawkeyes. Reporting from Kinnick Stadium, this has been Mary-Kate Harrion, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Akram Wadley has now rushed for 966 yards this season, making him only 34 yards away from breaking 1,000 yards this season.
Last weekend, the University of Iowa wrestling team opened up their home schedule with the Iowa City Duels. Iowa welcomed
Cornell and Iowa Central to Carver Hawkeye Arena, and by the end of the day, it was all the home team.
The Hawkeyes blanked Iowa Central 55-0 and shut out Cornell 45-0.
Iowa scored bonus points in 16 matches, recording 10 pins, 4 technical fouls, and 2 major decisions.
5 Hawkeyes made their Carver Hawkeye Arena debut, while the veterans were ready to be back on their home mat. Coach Tom Brands didn't want this shutout to get to his team's head.
It's not, any opponent can beat you. A man with 2 legs and 2 arms, and sometimes a man with 1 leg and 2 arms and a head and a brain can beat you. And if you're not ready to go, then you know what? You're going to get beat, you're going to get hurt, and you could get both. And so it's practicing getting ready to go. That's one. The other thing is early morning is important for us. We have early morning events at the Big Tens. We have early days at the Big Tens. We have early morning days at the national tournament. Our season is going to be defined by waking up in a routine where you're getting an early morning weigh-in and then going into a match.
9 days after the Iowa City Duels, the Hawkeyes opened up their Big Ten season at Purdue.
Iowa won 9 of 10 bouts and scored 59 takedowns to win their 19th straight Big Ten opener.
The Hawks won 4 matches by decision, 3 by major decision, and 2 by technical fall.
Alex Meyer recorded 1 of the 2 technical falls and finished the 3rd period with 7 takedowns, and he scored a career-high 25 match points.
4 Hawkeyes made their Big Ten debut in Michael Kemmerer at 157, Joey Gunther at 165, Cash Wilkie at 197, and Stephen Holloway at 285.
Iowa returns to the mat Friday at South Dakota State at 7:30.
And with the regular season of football over, we will bring you a women's basketball update tomorrow instead as they prepare to take on Notre Dame Wednesday night.
Also, men's basketball is at Notre Dame tonight for the ACC Big Ten Challenge. Catch that game on ESPN2 at 8 p.m.
Thank you for joining us this morning on Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to check us out live Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. on dailyiowan.com. Be sure to also pick up a copy of today's Daily Iowan. Thanks for watching.